What is going on, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global here, back with another video, and the New England Patriots beat the New York Jets on Monday Night Football in a very close game, a game that, if we're going to be real with ourselves, should not have been that close, but nonetheless, a win is a win. The Patriots finish 30-27 in a very, very tight game. The last few seconds, the New England Patriots get down into field goal position with a great pass from Cam Newton to Jakobi Meyers, which we'll talk about here in just a second. But ultimately, giving Nick Folk a 51-yard field goal attempt in which he makes last couple of seconds, New England Patriots take over that win, preventing from going into overtime. So, of course, your immediate reaction, I think, when watching this game or even seeing this score is just the fact that this was way too close. In fact, for a very long majority of the time, we saw the New England Patriots and the Jets kind of with this 10-point differential. Of course, the Jets being 10 points above the New England Patriots. And when you're facing a team like the Jets, who have not won a single game in the NFL, they're currently the worst team in the NFL, you kind of expected this to be a game where the New England Patriots not shut the Jets out, but it was going to be a much larger differential in score-wise, with, of course, the New England Patriots having the much higher score than the New York Jets. I thought that this could be a game that the New England Patriots really find confidence within themselves going forward with the rest of their season, which they really needed. And that's not to say that they don't have confidence. I mean, seeing this team get the W as a team, I think definitely will spark something up. But I think if they had a chance to get a bigger differential than just 30-27, that this really could have been the time to really do that, to give this team more confidence. And the fact that, look, we're going to be playing much tougher opponents, the teams like the Baltimore Ravens, teams like the Chargers, teams like the LA Rams, even the Cardinals who are on fire right now. The Patriots will have to play much better today the Patriots will have to play much better than they did today in order to win those games. The offense definitely looked like it is clicking much better. Now, of course, this New York Jets defense, there's not much to it. Of course, Jamal Adams is not there anymore, but the fact that they're getting chemistry down is what matters. I think Cam Newton had a really good day. 27 for 35 was really accurate. 274 yards. Biggest takeaway from him, he did not turn the ball over. 0 fumbles, 0 interceptions. That is what you want to see from him. He's clicking with his receivers. He's on time. He's looking patient. And again, he is throwing the ball away and being smart with the football. As for rushing-wise, the Patriots did really well again. You know, you had Damian Harris doing the majority of the work before he got injured with 14 rush attempts for 71 yards, long run of 21 yards. Rex Burkhead really coming in after that injury with 12 rush attempts for 56 yards. Cam Newton also having some attempts here, 10 attempts for 16 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a long run of 5 yards. On the receiving end of this, we finally got to see the ball going more. We finally saw more passing plays, and we saw it clicking. I think that is what we needed to see. We know that this team can run the ball. Statistically, they are the best in the NFL at doing so. We know the running backs are there. We know Cam Newton is there. But they need to be able to pass the ball. And today, they show that they're able to do that. They, of course, more so showed that with one guy, of course, being Jakobi Meyers. Now, Jakobi Meyers had 12 receptions for 169 yards, 0 touchdowns, surprisingly, and a long reception of 33 yards. This win was brought to you by Cam Newton and Jakobi Meyers. There's nothing else to say other than that. Now, of course, Damiere Byrd, which was the number 2 best receiver we had today, also had a nice game. 5 receptions, 65 yards, long reception of 31 yards. They couldn't have won this game without him either. But Jakobi Meyers to come in out of nowhere. You know, last week had a great game, and this week having just a stellar game week by week, getting better, earning that trust with Cam Newton within a very short period of time, and putting up the best game of his career, and one of the best games we've seen from a Patriots wide receiver the entire season, with 169 yards. I'm going to be making a individual video about Jakobi Meyers, Cam Newton, and whatnot, but, you know, Jakobi Meyers is really giving the Patriots something that I think that they've lacked really this entire season, and even at parts last season, and I'm super happy that they're finally getting him involved, taking him off the bench, because he has the ability that I think that they've been looking for. He is smart. He has good hands. He knows how to read a defense already. I think that's something that you saw today. The reason he was able to get open is because he has very good situational and field awareness. He can see where the defenders are. He knows where they are. He knows where the open field is, and he gets to the open field so that Cam can get him the ball. Not to mention the fact that he is not the type of receiver that just relies on speed or anything like that. He relies on getting open, situational awareness, field awareness rather, and also really good route running. That's what the Patriots need. They need guys who can run crisp routes, be on the same page as Cam, have good hands, and get open, and that is what Jakobi Meyers is doing. And at this point, Jakobi Meyers is ahead of the depth chart when N'Keal Harry comes back, or even when Julian Edelman comes back. Jakobi Meyers is going to be your number 1, number 2 receiver for the rest of this season easily. On the other spectrum of the ball here defensively, this is what kept the game so close. Patriots offense was able to put 30 points up on the board. Only 1 turnover the defense gave them with that J.C. Jackson interception, which definitely was crucial, but it's not like they were making plays all day. In fact, it was the exact opposite. And it sucks because, look, it seems like this offense and this defense can never be on the same page. Days that the offense sucks, the defense is playing great. Days that the defense sucks, the offense is playing great. Imagine if we could get consistency from both of these teams and get games where both are playing really good games. One is not having to carry the other. Now, boys, real quick, brace yourself because winter is finally on its way. Summer's officially done, winter's coming, and man, do I miss Game of Thrones. Although what the writers of Game of Thrones did not want to tell you is that Bran was actually in his wheelchair because he didn't trim his balls with Manscaped. The poor guy thought it was okay to trim his balls with a traditional razor or hair trimmer. That's right, boys. We are talking about Manscaped and their new Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer with waterproof and advanced skincare safety. Now, their new technology will help you to reduce nicks and cuts and even has a light to help you with close shaves down in your special parts. Of course, if you're looking for something a little bit more north of the equator, they got you set for that also with the Weed Whacker for ear and nose hair trimmers, which can help you whack those nasty weeds in your little delicate holes. And of course, just like the Lawnmower 3.0, this product does have skin-safe technology to help prevent nicks, snags, and tugs. Now, of course, I don't want to waste your time here, so your boy does have an exclusive offer that you guys can get for a limited time right now. You can get 20% off and, yeah, that's right, and free shipping with the code GLOBAL20. Again, that is GLOBAL20 at manscaped.com. That is 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com when you use, again, that code GLOBAL20. Be sure to join the Manscaped movement because these products, they are no joke. All right, y'all, but back to the hard part, talking about this Patriots defense that did not show up today. The secondary is easily one of the best parts about the New England Patriots team as a unit. But especially when we're talking about the defense, that is the bright spot. In fact, I would say that is the only bright spot about this defense is the secondary, and the secondary is what made this game so close. Rashad Perriman, 5 receptions, 101 yards, 2 touchdowns with a long reception of 50 yards. Rookie wide receiver Denzel Mims, 4 receptions, 62 yards, long reception of 26 yards. I mean, we can go on and on talking about how their passing game ripped open the New England Patriots defense. And the thing is it wasn't one specific guy. Despite the stats I told you, they spread this ball out perfectly between receivers, tight ends, running backs. And when you have a secondary that is supposed to be one of the best in the league, you expect them to perform much, much better against a team who is ranked last in the league in getting production in the passing game. As for rushing, the New England Patriots really did not do that bad today. There really isn't anything notable to talk about in the rushing game. Frank Gore, of course, was their leading back with Le'Veon Bell traded or signed with the Chiefs rather when they released him. Frank Gore had 12 attempts today for just 46 yards and a long run of 15 yards. And then they also had Perrin run the ball with 6 attempts, 19 yards with a long run of 7 yards. So clearly, there wasn't an issue in really stopping the run or the run game running them over. It was all the passing game and the secondary. All in all, though, this is a win that the New England Patriots much needed, and we're thankful to say that the Jets did not beat us, although it was very close. Pats Nation, the offense is rolling. The defense needs to pick it up. We have a lot of missing pieces still. We have a lot of guys on the injured reserve, a lot of guys who are just out in general due to some issues. Let's remember that we had Juwan Bentley, Lawrence Guy, and Stephon Gilmore all out defensively, and those are just the top tier notable defensive players on the team. We're not going to even talk about the other guys. We're not even going to talk about offensively. So clearly, a lot of pieces out for this team, a lot of guys that are still looking to get healthy and make their way back. But nonetheless, the New England Patriots have a huge matchup next week against the Baltimore Ravens, and the Ravens already have a day above the Patriots here, as you know, the New England Patriots played on Monday and the Ravens played on Sunday, so gonna be a big game here for the Pats and a statement win if they can get it. But that's gonna be it for today's video. What are your guys' thoughts on this game? Let me know in the comment section below. Remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for all of your New England Patriots news. Like always though, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one.